Ladies, are you wondering how to get your husband to stop snoring at night? If you are, in this video, I'm going to share some tips that you can use to get your husband to stop snoring starting tonight. Because let's be honest, those kicks and punches will only work for a minute, and then the snoring will start all over again. So let's find out what you can do to stop your husband from sounding like a freight train. Step number 1. The first thing you have to do is to get him to admit that he is a terrible snorer. This may sound simple, but most men don't know they snore unless someone tells them. So unless he admits that he snores terribly, he will not try anything to fix the problem. Step number 2. Find out what is causing your husband to snore. Different persons snore as a result of different factors. You need to get your husband to perform a simple snoring test. At 𝐅𝐵𝐴𝐺_snoring.com, we offer a free test that will determine the type of snorer he is. This will help him to find the right solution for his specific case. Step number 3. Try getting your husband to sleep on his side. Sleeping on his side may not be as comfortable as his stomach or back. However, just making this switch can prove to be very effective to get your husband to stop snoring at nights. It may not work 100% of the time, but it's worth a shot. If you get him to sleep on his side, he'll be able to prevent his tongue from falling back into his throat and block his airways, and thus lessen his snoring problem. Step number 4. Help your husband with a few lifestyle modifications. Depending on your husband's snoring test results, you may find that there are several things contributing to his nightly vibrations. Here are some lifestyle modifications that you can help him with that will provide amazing relief over time. Number 1. Figure out if his weight is a contributing factor. If your husband snores, he may be carrying around some excess weight. Several studies have showed that persons who are overweight or obese have a higher tendency to snore. So you may want to help your husband get his weight under control. Number 2. Limit his alcohol intake just before bed. A sip of wine before bed can be relaxing and lead to a romantic experience. The downside, though, is that alcoholic beverages tend to relax your muscles, resulting in a higher chance of snoring. If he must drink, let him do so at least 3 hours before bed. Number 3. Elevate the head of the bed slightly. By lifting the head of the bed a bit, his snoring will become less. You can just stick something hard like wooden blocks right under the legs of the bed's head, so that when he sleeps, his head is a few inches higher than his feet. Alternatively, you can encourage him to use a higher pillow. However, he has to be careful, because if his pillow is too high, he can wake up with neck and shoulder pain. Number 4. Encourage him to take a hot shower before bed. Regardless of how tired he is, encourage him to take a nice warm bath before bed. This helps to clear out any mucus that could be blocking his nasal passage. If he is putting up a resistance, you can always get in the shower first and then call him in. Now that will be hard to resist. Double win-win. It spices up your relationship and it helps your husband to stop his snoring problem. Depending on how severe your husband's snoring problem is, these tips can provide relief starting as soon as tonight. However, in extreme cases, your husband will need to use an effective anti-snoring device that is proven to work. I recommend you head over to 𝐅𝐵𝐴𝐺_snoring.com, download our free snoring test, and see what type of device is right for your husband. I hope these tips help you and your husband, and I wish you both many snoreless nights to come. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below to share your thoughts.